Hey, you good people, welcome back to the first episode of 2026. This is your boy here, Oliver Ondiko Jataska, and we want to dive straight into the English Premier League title race that has some of the mixed reaction, and people have been speaking about it in various perspectives. Arsenal still leading the log, followed by Manchester City and then Aston Villa. But are these three teams really grinding the results in the respective matches? It's maybe Aston Villa that has been trying to win, because in the last 5 matches, Arsenal has only managed 2 wins and drawn, I think, 2 and lost 1, while Manchester City has only managed 1 win and drawn 3 and also won 1. So, but I've seen so many pundits saying things about Arsenal that they are bottling it and that Man City will hit that winning streak and they'll start winning again. But I seem to be having a different view on this, because I think, yes, Man City is capable of grinding even 18 wins in a row. Remember, in 2024-2025 season, 2023-2024 season, they managed to grind 18 wins in a row. But what people are also forgetting that season, Arsenal only lost only 1 match in that winning streak. So I think they managed like 17 or 16 winning streak. So against Manchester City. So they're also capable of doing the same. But one thing that people are not talking about between these two teams is that this is not that sheer power of Manchester City, that oiled machine of Manchester City that had the legs of Gundogan, that had the legs of De Bruyne, had the legs of the Ruben Diaz, the Kyle Walkers. This is a different gameplay. I'm not saying that the current players here right now can't do that. Yes, but majority of the players now have not done that. In fact, majority of Manchester City players right now have not been even in the title race. I've not been in the title race. I've not won the English Premier League. The likes of their new signings in the midfield, the Chekri and Reinders. These are some of the players that Manchester City depend on, but they have not been in the title race. The Kusanov in the defense, the Mark Guehi, the Semenyo. These are players that have not done it. So when people try to use that to maybe undermine Arsenal when it comes to this Manchester City, I would say that the current Arsenal team has had a lot of players who have been in the title race that they're depending on, like the likes of Saka, the likes of Declan Rice, the likes of Gabriel Saliba. These are all players that have been in the title race and they've been coming short. And the second thing that people are also not looking forward into or don't want to speak it loudly as it should be, I think it's also about the Arsenal defense. Yes, they've had their issues in the defense the last few matches and they've conceded a lot of goals, especially in the Manchester United match, where almost all the record that they've been holding came to collapse, like the conceding 3 goals in a year, 3 goals in a match. That has happened for the first time in 2 years. That Arsenal done that in all competitions, that is. And they have also they also squandered that record that they were trying to equal or even surpass, that 2005 Chelsea record of conceding 15 goals in a season. That was also squandered by Manchester United, and also that loss also meant that Arsenal lost their first match in all competitions at Emirates for the first time. But I don't think that is something that should now make people look away. Yes, their attacking might be struggling, but their defense is still very intact, because I think Arsenal is the team that has denied a lot of teams a shot at goal in, I think it's now in 9 matches in a season. I don't think there are people talk about that as much as it should be. If it were maybe Guardiola doing that and not Arteta, maybe people will be talking about that a lot. And yes, they might have lost that game against Manchester United last week, but look, Manchester United also only had those 3 shots on target, and 2 of them were worldy. One was a mistake. That will not happen in every match. That was just, I can say, yes, they played according to their strengths, and I can also say there was also some luck, because not every day as Manchester United will score those worldies. And people talk that I remember Scholes saying that once he said that Arsenal can't win the Premier League if they are not initially said that if they're not beating the big teams. But in the last 3 or 4 years, I think Arsenal is the team that has been holding the record for most wins or most points against the big 6. But have they won the league? No. This season, they have struggled compared to those other seasons against the big 6. But are they still in the pole position? Yes. So I don't think it's about winning the big matches. It's about winning all the matches, because in the English Premier League, just like the results in the Champions League have proven so far, you can also say that the English Premier League is tough, because a team that is struggling in the Premier League will still do well when it goes to Europe, and that's why all the 6 teams from the English Premier League have qualified for at least the knockout stage, with only Newcastle now being going for the playoffs. The rest were in the top 8, and I think that's something that people don't also want to talk about. So I think the total race is still wide open, but I don't think there will be that long winning streak that people say about Manchester City, because they've not proven this season. I don't think if they're able to even grab 5 or 6 wins in a row, I don't think this Manchester City team can do that. But there's still a lot of matches to play for, and Arsenal still have the advantage. And considering their defense, they also still have the advantage. But the coming few fixtures, because remember these fixtures, Arsenal will have to play Leeds, they have to play Brentford, they have to play Sunderland. But on the other side, Manchester City also have to play Liverpool, they have to play Tottenham within those 3 weeks. And it's something that we just wait and see, and see what will happen. But for now, I think the title race is still open, but Arsenal has a better chance than compared to the Aston Villa and even Manchester City.